Hello friends. In this video you will see how have the actors of the movie Spider-Man trilogy changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then. And what's with them now. In 2025. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let us go. Willem Dafoe as Norman Osborn. Born July 22, 1955. The antagonist of the first Spider-Man film was the Green Goblin, one of the great villains in the entirety of Marvel Comics. Norman Osborn is a menacing and intimidating baddie. So Willem Dafoe, 47 age, was a perfect fit for the character. Dafoe got his start as a Hollywood actor in the 1980s, starring in movies like Platoon, Streets of Fire, and The Hunger, starring David Bowie and Susan Sarandon. Now he is 70 years old. James Franco is Harry Osborn. Born April 19, 1978. The third wheel in Spider-Man's core trinity of leads is Harry Osborn, played by James Franco at 24 age. Throughout the trilogy, Osborn is Peter's best friend, but a fervent hater of Spider-Man, who he mistakenly believes murdered his father Norman, aka Green Goblin. The third film sees the character embrace supervillainy as a new goblin before ultimately fighting alongside Spider-Man in the final battle. James Franco quickly established himself as one of Hollywood's most versatile actors following his breakout turn in the Spideyverse. Now she is 47 years old. Cliff Robertson as Uncle Ben. Born September 9, 1923. With great power comes great responsibility. This phrase is the guiding mantra of Spider-Man. The 2002 movie gives these words of wisdom to Peter's Uncle Ben, played by Cliff Robertson at 79 age. Prior to his work in Spider-Man, Robertson had been active in Hollywood for nearly 60 years, with a career stretching all the way back to 1943's We've Never Been Licked. His cameo in Spider-Man 3 was his final film role prior to his death in 2011. He was 88 years old. Rosemary Harris as Aunt May. Born September 19, 1927. Rosemary Harris starred as Peter's wise and patient Aunt May Parker at 75 age. She ended up in the hospital after the Green Goblin attacked her, but recovered. The 93-year-old actress first appeared on Broadway in the 50s, beginning with The Climate of Eden. She also starred as Mrs. Higgins in My Fair Lady. In addition to her Lifetime Achievement Award, Harris also won a Tony for Best Actress in a play for The Lion in Winter. Now she is 97 years old. Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus. Born May 24, 1953. For 2004's Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi brought in Alfred Molina to play Dr. Otto Octavius, aka Dr. Octopus at 49 age. Dr. Octavius is a brilliant scientist and inventor, particularly known for his work in harnessing and controlling robotic, tentacle-like appendages. However, after a tragic accident during an experiment, the mechanical arms fuse with his body, turning him into the dangerous and unstable Dr. Octopus. The accident also causes him to lose his moral compass, and he becomes obsessed with continuing his scientific work, leading him to clash with Spider-Man. Now he is 72 years old. Thomas Hayden Church as Flint Marko/Sandman. Born June 17, 1960. For Spider-Man 3, the main villain was Flint Marko, aka Sandman. The CGI used to portray his transformation from human to sand creature were groundbreaking in 2007, and it remains spellbinding to this day. While Spider-Man 3 is pretty overstuffed with characters and subplots, there's no denying that Sandman is a compelling character. His story is truncated more than it should be, but Thomas Hayden Church delivers a stunning performance as the dangerous and conflicted character. Now he is 65 years old. Topher Grace as Eddie Brock/Venom. Born July 12, 1978. Amidst the shuffle lies Topher Grace as Eddie Brock. Topher was hot off of That 70s Show, a popular Fox sitcom. And Spider-Man 3 was his first movie following his departure from the series. His take is Brock, a self-centered mirror image of Peter Parker who is all too willing to be corrupted by the alien symbiote. Now he is 47 years old. Joe Manganelo as Flash Thompson. Born December 28, 1976. Before he was on the Hollywood A-list, the actor made his motion picture debut playing a small but pivotal role in Spider-Man. Joe played Peter Parker's high school bully, Flash Thompson, at 26 age. Over the years, Manganelo slowly went from a relative unknown to a hunky Hollywood heartthrob. His scene-stealing roles in Magic Mike and HBO's True Blood certainly boosted his profile, especially among those who are into barrel-chested sex machines like Joe. Now he is 49 years old. J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. Born January 9, 1955. J.K. Simmons at 47 age was so iconic in his role as the borderline unhinged newspaper man that the character was deemed off-limits in the reboots, and is reportedly not going to appear in Homecoming. There's just no way they can hire anyone to do a better job than Simmons. In recent years, though, he's become an in-demand big-screen performer, even winning an Oscar for his turn in Whiplash, which was also nominated for Best Picture. Now he is 70 years old. Bill Nunn as Robbie Robertson. Born October 20th, 1953. Alongside J. Jonah Jameson is the Daily Bugle's more level-headed editor. Robbie Robertson at 49 age, not to be confused with the pinch-harmonizing guitar virtuoso from legendary rock and roll act The Band. Bill Nunn was a fairly well-known character actor before he appeared in the Spider-Man trilogy, having popped up in movies as varied as Regarding Henry, New Jack City. His final role was as a regular in the Dennis Leary-produced USA series, Sirens. In 2016, Nunn passed away after a struggle with leukemia. He was 62 years old. Elizabeth Banks as Betty Brant. February 10, 1974. Elizabeth Banks was cast as Betty Brant at 28 age. JJJ's long-suffering assistant in the first Spider-Man film. Since then, Banks has evolved into one of Hollywood's most sought-after leading ladies. Her resume is as varied as it is stellar, with roles across television. In 2008, she starred alongside Seth Rogen in Zack and Mary Make a Porno and played First Lady Laura Bush in Oliver Stone's biographical drama. Now she is 51 years old. Bryce Dallas Howard as Gwen Stacy. Born March 2, 1981. Some old-school comic book purists cried foul when the first Spider-Man skipped over Peter Parker's doomed relationship with Gwen Stacy, deciding instead to dive right into his courtship of Mary Jane Watson. For the third film, the long-missing Stacy finally made her debut, played by Bryce Dallas Howard at 21 age. Esteemed actress and daughter of actor/director Ron Howard, Bryce Dallas Howard quickly became an A-list actor with roles in movies like Terminator Salvation, The Twilight Saga, Eclipse, in which she replaced Rochelle Lefevre. Now she is 44 years old. Bruce Campbell as Various. Born June 22, 1958. He appears in cameos in each of Raimi's Spidey films. In the first one, he plays the MC at the amateur wrestling event who winds up giving Spider-Man his famous name. In Part 2, he is the usher at Mary Jane's show who doesn't let Peter Parker in to see the performance. And in the final chapter, he plays the French waiter who tries to help Peter propose to his beloved. That time he was 44 age. Now he is 67 years old. Toby Maguire as Peter Parker/Spider-Man. Born June 27, 1975. Toby Maguire won universal acclaim as Peter Parker at 27 age. the teenage nerd who was given great power and tremendous responsibility after being bitten by a genetically modified spider. Maguire was allegedly involved in illegal gambling. Ben Affleck and Leonardo DiCaprio also reportedly participated. That was led by Molly Bloom. After his final turn as the webhead in 2007's Spider-Man 3, Maguire decided to step back from big-budget blockbusters. Though he did star alongside his friend Leonardo DiCaprio in Baz Luhrmann's visually stunning 2013 adaptation of The Great Gatsby. Now he is 50 years old. Donna Murphy as Rosalie Octavius. Born March 7, 1959. Donna Murphy portrayed Rosalie Octavius at 43 age in the 2004 superhero film. In the movie, Rosalie is the wife of Dr. Otto Octavius, played by Alfred Molina, who becomes the villain Dr. Octopus. Her character plays a significant role in the emotional arc of Dr. Octavius, as she is a loving and supportive spouse. However, her life takes a tragic turn when the accident that transforms her husband into Dr. Octopus occurs, ultimately leading to her death in the film. Now she is 66 years old. Kirsten Dunst as Mary Jane Watson. Born April 30, 1982. Peter Parker's favorite redhead is Mary Jane Watson, played by Kirsten Dunst at 20 age. She was Peter's next-door neighbor who pursued acting after graduating from Midtown High. After Spider-Man saved her life, she pulled down half of his mask and the two shared the now iconic upside-down kiss in the rain. Prior to Spider-Man, Dunst already had a healthy resume, including Jumanji, Interview with the Vampire, and Little Women. But her turn as Mary Jane launched her straight to the A-list. In 2015, she starred in Season 2 of FX's Fargo series, and she was nominated for an Emmy and a Golden Globe for her role as an affable housewife and accidental murderer. Now she is 43 years old.